What is up, Cahir Club? Welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful start to, end to their week. The week is over. The week's over now. The week is at its end. Mango, hello. Hello, Jello, and hello, Brugger. It's strange I haven't heard Eurovision mentioned. I have heard it mentioned about 3 times. Number 1, the Doctor Who episode tomorrow is a Eurovision-inspired episode. It's based on the Interstellar song, which is going to take place during the Interstellar Song Contest. Number 2, Chusi Gatwa, the current incumbent Doctor, was going to be, like, presenting the British points. You know, like when they do, like, the point giving outs.
Photos printed?
Oh!
Yippee, points time.
Mango! Resubscribing, Mangoes! Yo! How exciting! Thank you for resubscribing, Mango. Welcome back to the Cahir Club. Though maybe you shouldn't have renewed that, because I heard that on the other side, on the Genshin side, there might be an event happening soon. There might be something cool happening soon. But you didn't hear that from me. You didn't hear that from me. Anyway, thank you for resubscribing all the same, Mango. I very much do greatly appreciate it. Hello, Felix. How goes it? I hope your week has been going well. The finals are literally tomorrow. That is true. Which is why it's also in it. I see. I mean, I assumed as much, but yeah. But yeah, no, like, what was it called? Yeah, no, I was aware it's tomorrow, I meant to say. But yeah, Chuti was going to present, like, the points-giving things, but, last night, they announced that, due to issues, he couldn't make it. Oh, shit!
Yo, guys, I'm 14 today.
Yo, Rob's 14 today! And, treasure train? What the fuck is a treasure train? Huh? Never seen that before. Dorsa's gonna be upset. I think she's busy tonight, so she's not gonna be able to make it. She's not gonna be able to make it to the treasure train. I said reach tier 5 and you get 35% off gifted subs. I'm not sure anyone's gonna be that fussed with that, given that you have to gift subs to get a discount on gifting subs. Anyway, let me connect to the internet. I'm not connected to the internet yet. It's like a hype train, but different. Wait, you've never seen this before, Mango? Have you never seen it? The thing is, you subscribed like a week and a bit ago. You did! I was thinking that. Which has been quite peculiar. But that's a lot of gift subs. It is, but discounted gift subs. Like, it seems like oh, you need to log on. I'll not enter in for a moment then. I'll start readying up, but I won't enter in. Yeah, no, it seems like a feature that's probably useful for, like, bigger streamers, right? Who are gonna get there. But I'm not that. I'm not that at all. So, how fun. I think I've seen the treasure train one, but not fully paid attention to it and looked what it do. I see. Well, that's fair enough. It says that if we get to level 5... Small. Hopefully one day, I am big. But, we'll have to see. I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet. I might have already mentioned this. My computer seems to be tweaking out at the moment. Do let me know if there's any frame drops. Because, like, when I try to paste in the image, which I did react to late, I didn't do it in the main thing, so I did 2. But, when I did the image, I had to, the computer, like, shat itself, like, genuinely shat itself. I was quite concerned that something was going wrong there. I mean, something did go wrong. Which means you should keep me in the loop. And if you see any lag, any audio issues, any, if my computer explodes... Yahoo!
Almost there.
We're not much closer now, I'll be honest, Rob. It's the thought that... Oh, is it almost there to the game. Okay, I thought you meant almost there to the train thing that had started. 2 days ago, a cat gave birth to 5 in our shed, and she took them and went somewhere else, but left a 6th one. And now we're taking care of a 2-week-old black kitten. Oh no! Why did she leave the
Yahoo!
Another penny for the pile.
That's really mean. You have to worry, because why did she leave that one specifically? Hopefully it makes it alright. Hopefully it makes it through. Okay, we good? Okay. We good. I don't know if anyone else has been waiting around. The code is all zeros, then 2 at the end. The code is 2. The code is just a 2. That's what the code is. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of cats. Okay, no, she is actually asleep in my bed at the moment. But yesterday she had the hump with me. She had the hump with me because, alarmingly, I was looking at my terrarium on the windowsill. Because, obviously, like, okay, I'm not sure if I've given full context to this. I redid my terrarium this spring. Oh, Garbodor! I redid my terrarium this spring. Entirely redid the fucking thing. And as of late, I've been pinching a couple of wood lice and stuff, and there's some life in there now, which is exciting. So I was watching it vibe in there, you know, I was watching it chill, and then I looked to the windowsill, next to me, and there was a tick. Like, there was a baby tick crawling on the windowsill. So, yeah, no, I'm alarmed. There's a Metang to the east. We should probably go east then in that case. I don't think there's anything else that we could use. The grass type might be something. Oh, okay. So what's happened there, Rob, is we're not going to get to the Metang anymore. Corgibbs, hello, how goes it? I hope that your week has been going well. We're looking for shiny Xerneas today, hoping to pick one up before Legends CA releases. What's Rob have? Because I hope it's something that's going to do better against a Piloswine than I. No, he's a Duraludon. He has a Duraludon, which is also weak to Piloswine. Duraludon will do fine, but the Metang would have been useful for one of the NPCs, I think. It could have been good to trick one of the NPCs into taking a Pokemon that's actually effective against Xerneas, so it might not die as much. Alright. Oh, it does actually have Iron Head, though. Okay, we might be chilling for a, we might be chilling for, Armonce. I didn't fully realise. We'll try and join the next one, too. Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, unfortunately, we've just started this one, but, you're very welcome to join the next. Which is that? Is that... Oh, no, it's attack, okay. Thankfully, it didn't attack any of the Pokemon who are actually weak to it. In fact, no. Gourgeist is weak to it. It just didn't use a move that'll damage it. Which, you wouldn't think is a smart move. Because it isn't. That was quite a dumb move. Especially considering it's probably going to die this turn. Because of the attack. Okay. Maybe not if Double's going to pull that. But, oh well. Okay, now. It lived on 1 hit point. It lived on like 1 hit. If the Double had done anything, it would be dead. And we wouldn't have to face whatever it's about to do here. Okay. So... nothing's happened, I think, is the general takeaway here. In the grand scheme of things, something almost happened. You know, like the fucking Wojak, the nothing ever happens guy? That's me right now. Actually a good play. I think a body press would have been just as good of a play, because it would have died last turn. It would have, because it would have fainted. I do love it when nothing happens. Yeah, I'm quite a big fan of nothing happening. Feels like things have been happening lately, you know? Can't shake the feeling that, as of late, things have been happening. Okay, so, we have a Psychic type and a Psychic type. We might So, interesting fact about Metang. It in fact has a hiker in front of it, who would have given us an item. Who is Double getting switched out for? Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? You know what? You're still on thin ice. But will not slate a Doublade. I can't not get Silk Song flashbacks after hearing about that meme. Hey, it's fine. It might release this year, maybe. It's on an exhibition in Australia, isn't it? And it'd be a bit odd if it was in an exhibition in Australia and didn't actually release first. So maybe... something might be happening. So best of luck. Alright. Oh, you've got an electric move, nice. I guess that's why you went Stomp. Wait, no, Sigilif is also weak to electric. Yeah. To be fair, you might have gone Sigilif. I might have been the only Starmie chooser. In which case, I'm just that smart. Because I made sure one of the NPCs got a Steel type. As long as she doesn't switch it out in the next 2 rounds. If she switches Doublade out in the next 2 rounds, I've not really got much to say about the concept, other than, she better fucking not. By the way, the fact that Duraludon can use the Eviolite in Gen 9 is insane. It didn't need a new Evo. I don't know, I think our Charludon's funky. I get what you're saying. But I think our Charludon is quite fun, personally. Plus, Eviolite Duraludon is just funny. And I don't think it is viable. I don't think it's as game-breaking as you're suggesting. Unless I'm missing something. Cahir, did you drop something in the walls before you start the stream? You're sneezing a lot. Oh! Yeah, no. I've been gathering pollen. And I needed a place to put it, so I put it in the walls. Just like a lot of pollen. Like so much pollen. No! Why did you do it? Oh, man! That's insane. That is insane that just happened. They both fucking took it. The Piloswine needed it more because it's got, like, 3 fucking health. Are you gonna get... Please get Doublé back. Please get Doublé back. Morpeko! That's objectively worse. You've objectively downgraded. I think when we lose this round, I'm gonna blame Rob for the Metang. You know? I've been dwelling on this. I think when we lose, I'll ensure that it is, I'll ensure that I just scapegoat Rob. Pain in the ass to fight in Showdown, because every time I see a Charludon, I lead Galvantula to Thunder Wave it so it'll be less of a threat, because it's Body Press and Stupid ability. So the ability in question boosts its defense every time it gets hit with the damaging move. Yeah. It's got stamina, like Mudsdale, which makes it really good with Body Press. I'm aware. But I don't play competitive, so my opinion of it is entirely based on the fact that I think it's funky. Okay, so Rob, oh no. But I'm not allergic to pollen. I guess going up your nose. Maybe you're now allergic to pollen. Nah, you'd win. Against the +1 attack Lurantis. Okay, I thought Morpeko might be about to win then itself, but okay, no, we've hit the W. You'll have to see it. Alright. On the bright side, me and Rob do entirely resist Lurantis. On the dark side, our teammates are Morpeko and Piloswine, who I think are going to die. Fortunately, we have 4 lives, which means that Morpeko and Piloswine can each die once. So as long as we get through the whole Xerneas fight, with only the Morpeko dying like twice and the Piloswine maybe once, we're chill. I feel like the Piloswine is going to die more than once, though, I'm going to be honest. Okay, Lurantis is better than Morpeko. The Piloswine on about 30 hit points still worries me immensely. I've got the Bright Powder! I've got the Bright Powder! Let's go! Let's go! The best item in the game, in the franchise. See? Even Rob's got Bright Powder. Rob also got a Bright Powder. This Xerneas is going to land none of its attacks. Powder? Why are you mmming about powder? It's powder making you sneeze. I don't have a ground type move or anything that does super effective damage against it. Guess how many bug ground Pokemon there are besides Nincada? 1, and it's Wormadam. I guess that makes sense. I feel like that's like a fact that I'm like, yeah, sure, about, you know? It's like, because, like, there are a lot of bug and grass types which make sense, and I feel like there could be more. Okay, so do I G-Max or T-Wave? Follow your heart. It'll get rid of the Thunder Wave later anyway. We'd better do the damage now, right? How come Nincada's even a ground type? Because it, like, burrows into the ground and sleeps there, I think. Wait, no, yeah! Ninjaska's like a Cicada type, right? And, like, Cicada larvae burrow under the ground to pupate. Don't they? No, I'm thinking of locusts. I think. I feel like it's probably its larval state burrows into the ground before it hatches, or something like that. That makes the most sense to me in my head. Poison it. That's also the other reason, because I can lower its stats a lot, now that I think about it for more in the moment. That was like, I have Venom Drench. So let's weaken this bad boy, eh? Rob does insane damage. I lower its stats. Lurantis does insane damage. Piloswine. Oh my god, you just lowered Lurantis's defense. Okay, no. That was Piloswine, because the Piloswine had the focus band. Okay, that's actually kind of peak. That's actually kind of peak. So Game Freak, how hard is it to make a bug dragon type? Very, apparently. It's been 9 generations. I will say, I would be a big fan of a bug dragon type. Hopefully they do at some point. I think it'd be fun if they kind of Vikavolt a bug. Okay, so... Right, let me explain my full thought process. So Vikavolt, obviously, is kind of fucked up, because Vikavolt you can't evolve until the end of the fucking game. And what you get out of that is Vikavolt, which is like... Some people like, are very attached to Vikavolt. But, like, I'd very much call it, like, a B-tier Pokemon. We won! We beat it! We did it! You love to see it. Where's your scapegoat? I mean, like, we won, so I don't need one. You'd use it instead of Leave Annie because it does very little for your team. I see. Why do you use Leave Annie then? Vikavolt was in your first Ultra Sun team and you'll have it forever in your heart. To be fair, Vikavolt evolved like very easily in Ultra Sun because you could just... I don't think it is. No, it's like deep blue. Sunny Day, I see. But, you know, so in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, right, Vikavolt was easier because you could have evolved it early on in the game, right? And I'm not saying Vikavolt's bad. I like Vikavolt, right? I like Vikavolt. But Vikavolt is not the kind of Charger Bug. Vikavolt's not waiting until, like, the end of the game to get. That's my take. That's my take. Vikavolt is not a Pokemon worth waiting until the very end of the fucking game. In Sun and Moon, you fight Harpu before the before you get to the legendary, right? Corgibs, by the way, Corgibs, we're going into another round. The code is all zeros, then 2. If only they gave it a better speed stat. It looks like a speed stat. It does. It looks like it should be fast on paper, but anyway. The point isn't Vikavolt. The point is a bug dragon type. I'm imagining a bug dragon type deliberately, intentionally, and worth itally evolves that late in the game. Right? So like you deliberately have to carry like this kind of pupae. I'm imagining Vibrava. Vibrava would make a good bug dragon. I can't state that. I can't state that at all. Right, let's hop in. But I think instead of like Vibrava, okay, oh, Dugtrio. I'll take Dugtrio. And Matthias is left with, I think, maybe one of the worst lineups imaginable. We'll get you something else later into the raid. Pick something that you think you can fight with for now. It's slower than Grobbin. Amazing. Right, so, okay, there's a steel type, at least one steel type. To the right. Okay, that's... Yeah, no, there's one steel type to the right. That is a Clang, which isn't the best, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, so we should probably go right. Oh, wait, no, we could go left as well. I think Marowak has a steel attack. But that might just be regular Marowak, so we'll have to find out. You do use a max speed Vikavolt in your bug team, Timid Nature and all. Does it outspeed anything ever? But, yeah, no, like, to be fair, there kind of have been similar pseudo-mons in the past. Who do work like that. I'm now realizing a Selgor might not be the best Marowak fighter, but it's gonna be fine. Sometimes you set up sticky webs to help with that choice scarf. If you're setting up sticky webs, then no choice scarf. But what was it called? Yeah, no, there have very much been some like pupile dragon types in the past. Use a magnet in com. No, I need to squeeze this thought in my brain. Okay, so like Pokemon like Shelgon and Pupitar are like kind of pupil stages of dragons, right? I think that's a reasonably agreeable point. I think, is there any others? I don't think so. Yeah, no, there aren't any others. It's just those two that main like pupil pseudos. And realistically, maybe like the early bug shouldn't be the pseudo legendary. But I'm gonna say the early bug shouldn't be the pseudo legendary, specifically because I don't want another fucking dragon pseudo legendary in Gen 10. If they give us another dragon type pseudo legendary in Gen 10, I'm gonna cry. You can one-shot Urshifu Rapid Strike. But can it one-shot you first? Missy, hello, how goes it? I hope that your week has been going well. Are you named Missy like Missile Launcher, or are you named Missy like the Mistress from Doctor Who? Okay, so Matthias, I'd say Marowak could be a pretty solid bet because it does have Iron Head. Although we are getting Clang next. I should have got that sentence out quicker. I actually thought you were talking to my Missy. Okay, I wasn't going to say it because I feel like it's a pretty odd introductory sentence. Like, someone, like, comes in for some hello, you share the name as my cat! You've got the same name as my cat! I was gonna say that a bit later rather than immediately. Because while I'm sure some people will be like, whoa! Other people would be like, not as impressed. But Missy is in fact my cat's name. Oh, she is in fact shifting. Maybe because I said her name, to be fair. Probably not. I don't think she cares that much. She knows her name. That much I'm certain of. I don't know, some people are like pretty certain their cats don't know their names. Missy knows her name. Blimey. It can, but if it makes a foolish miscalculation and uses Aqua Jet, Vikavolt lives in one shots. I see, I see. Did I finish the story I was telling about her? I think I did. Yeah, I found a tick on the windowsill, which was really fucking concerning. Good job you didn't Dynamax. You might have lived if you had, maybe. Yeah, no, I found a tick on the windowsill, which meant I gave Missy her, like, anti-tick and flea medication, just to try and curb an event where she gets a tick again. And she was not chuffed. She was not chuffed at all. Whenever I entered, like, for the rest of yesterday, whenever I entered the room and she was in it, she'd dash out the room. She was pissed at me. Absolutely fuming. Like, if she entered the room while I was in it, she was fine. Right? Like, if it was on her terms, she was chill. But if I entered the room and she was in it, she would dash for the hills. I should probably go this way for the, yeah. She seems chill now, though. To be fair, like, I'm not sure if you guys have seen that thing where it says, like, cats can only hold a grudge for, 17 hours. You know, that, like, one thing that's, like, cat, like, it's like a... It was a meme on, like, Google search results before Google search results became shit, where if you typed in how long does a cat hold a grudge, it says 17 hours. I don't know if it still says that. Maybe it does with its shitty AI thing. But, like, it used to say that. Oh, it's a Ditto. But, she sure did hold that grudge for about 17 hours. I can't help but notice. Okay. This might be worst case scenario, actually. I'm gonna be honest. I think that was maybe one of the worst. In fact, Marowak also would have been pretty tripe. Okay, that's not great. I also have Energy Ball, just in case some dumbass tries to pivot into Water Ground type to take no damage from Thunderbolt. Oh, I see, I see. Whoa! Okay. We might have this, maybe. There's a chance that we win this. I'm not going to waste time with the animation. Because, like, I think this guy's a one-tap at this point. Okay, okay, we're chilling, we're chilling. If it used a ground-type move, we would have been fucked. Okay. Alright, so basically, yeah, that needed to land, and it did, so that's grand. Issue is we are low-key down 2 lives, which isn't great. Don't look good. No, it does. Because we're gonna win. You know? It's good because victory is in our grasp. Tobin, hello, how goes it? I hope you've been well. I hope your week has gone well. Doing Dynamax Adventures today. Looking for Shiny Xerneas. Hoping to bag one before ZA releases because I'm anticipating a new form. It would be odd if it didn't get one. Because Groudon and Kyogre got new forms. Dialga and Palkia got new forms. Alright, I am going to scream at this thing to start us off with. Okay, I did miss. Dazzling Gleam. We're all going to live that. Okay, we did actually live that. Going to be honest, Lycanroc, I'm not really sure if Taunt helps us much here. You know? I'm not... We could have had a Xerneas, though. That is true. When you forms for the Lake Trio? Well, considering that... we got new Reggies. We got new Buds. And we got new Dogs. Did it just avoid my Screech again? I might just have to pivot to actually attacking it, I'm gonna be honest. Low-key bullshit, to be honest. But, like, I'll go fuck myself, I guess. And Genies, that's true. So I feel like the Lake Trio are maybe next on the chopping block, but you would have expected them to get something new in Arceus. So... You've got 5 more shinies ever since you watched your Metagross video? Oh, nice! Congratulations! Which shinies did you catch? I'd count them as having 2 forms with the incarnate stuff or something. Yeah, but they also got an Amorous. I think Brugger's more talking about them being given an Amorous. Okay, we might be cooked here. We're cooked. Okay. That could have gone better, I'll be honest. I'll keep it real. But, no, I don't think it was, but it looked a bit odd. So I wanted to check. So I could see us getting new Buds, but I think the next thing we're going to get a new one of is the Latis. I bet that Legends ZA is going to give us a new Lati. Potentially Lati X. Have you considered Lati X? Alright, we got all 0s and 2 for the code once again. Hopefully we can do it better this time. We're getting the non-binary Lati. Exactly. How do you type that? I think it's quite... What? I guess... Latix. So L-A-T-I... I was just thinking L-A-T-I-X. But I guess that would be L-A-T-I-X-S. When you think about it. But what if you're stupid? You say, what if? Lechonk, Oinkologne, Fletchling, Cacnea, Pomo, and Fungus. That is 6 indeed. Is the Lechonk one you evolved into Oinkologne? But that's a good collection. That is a very good collection. Fungus and Amoongus have a good pair, to be fair. Have a good shinies. I like their shinies. And Cacnea is that nice, like, orangey colour, isn't it? I think? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is. Although, do not quote me on it. You better not be quoting me. Alright. I'll wait a moment longer. No, you caught the Oinkologne. Oh no! I just pressed enter! Oh no! I literally pressed enter, and then your message popped up, Moreland. Oh, shit. You can join in the next round. You can join in the next round. Sorry about that. That's genuinely such bad timing. But welcome to the stream. I hope your week has been going well. Okay, Marowak, I believe, still has Iron Head, even in this form. So it might be worth going past it, given I don't think there's anything else. That is so painful. Remember the fairy only run in Pokerogue you talk about? You should have called it Bong. Or the Weezing, I see. Yeah, I can see it. Alright. So now what we need to do is not get no-diffed by ground attacks. Which is fine, because I got... Okay, why does Durant have Metal Sound and then all physical attacks? Why does it have Metal Sound to begin with, honestly? I don't think that's a move that you generally want to give a Durant. Pokemon Company, new merch idea. I'd be interested to see them make that. I feel like you can probably find that on Etsy, though. You know, I feel like that's the kind of thing that you can probably probably find on Etsy if you look. Probably not even hard enough. I think if you type in Pokemon Galar Weezing Bong, it'll be like one of the top results. And if it isn't, then someone who makes bongs should get on that. Because that is at least 100 quid in your pocket, I think, from that. Which isn't loads, but, you know. You know. We need the official one. You should email the Pokemon Company about that. You should actually get Junichi Masuda's business email, Bruger, and email him. Email Masuda himself. I think that would be a smart idea. I like the way it stances to use Screech. What's up with that? Electric terrain, oh boy. Oh boy. Do ground types even get affected by electric terrain? I'm guessing not, because they're ground types. Alright. I think it dies this turn, maybe? In fact, with Cramoran using Dive, it probably does. Oh. Wait, why is it just screaming? Is, I think, my biggest question here. Trying to evolve your Pulmo right now? Oh, nice. Best of luck. Best of luck. I like, Pulmo's evolution method makes sense, but I wish they hinted at it somewhere. Maybe they do and I'm just stupid. No, like, I would have used Rellor, I think, if I realized how to evolve it into Rabsca. But, okay, it does actually have Iron Head. I think I'm going to stick with Durant. Rob is not sticking with Skuntank, though. Interesting. Alright, what else we got? Miltank, Wailmer, past a item person, but it might be better if we go Dunsparce so we can get to the one beyond. Just because I don't want you to die. Because there is an electric type person with a Taika behind. So there's still a Taika. And Dunsparce is going to be easy peasy because it's a fucking Dunsparce. I don't think Dunsparce could put up a fight here if it tried. So... But I'll be interested to see if Let's Go mode... What if it was the Dunsparce? Then I think I'd still trust that over Wailmer, because it's the Dunsparce. Like, Wailmer's super effective against Marowak and Stunfisk. The only Pokemon who resists it is Cramorant. Dunsparce, however, like, okay, it might have a ground attack. Maybe. It's got a dual Wind Beat, which has done in total 30 damage. Consider my boots firmly unshaken. Sturdy ass boots I've got. This guy stands no chance against my ant. Call me and deck the way my ant. Right. It's a good theme, this one. To be fair, I feel like there are a lot of very iconic city musics in Diamond and Pearl. You know? Right, I'm not going to switch for Dunsparce. Stunfisk did switch for Dunsparce. I think that's like a net neutral in the grand scheme of things. I don't think anything's really been gained or much has been lost, now that I think about it. You know, we would have always had to take Cramorant into an electric type. I think that was always going to happen, you know? It's better we take Cramorant alone into an electric type rather than Cramorant and Wailmer. Another moment of my genius strategy paying off. I'm a stratologist, really, aren't I? Most of the old Pokemon with new Evos have been doing well except the Dunsparce. Yeah, but I feel like the Dunsparce was very much made as a bit. You know? I feel like the Dunsparce was partially made because of how many... Ouch! Because of how many people have been asking for a Dunsparce evolution. So Game Freak were like, yeah, we'll make a Dunsparce evolution. You know? And I can respect that a lot. Like, Dunsparce's whole bit, its whole MO, is how, like, useless and horseshit it is. It's just a bit of a wet sock of a Pokemon. And I feel like the Dunsparce helps emphasize that, which I enjoy greatly. Doesn't that only hit twice ever? Yeah. Alright. Why do I get to Dynamax at the end of, like, every fucking fight? At the end of the, like, third round every time? Because it's consistently the same point I get to Dynamax. Every game. Which means I don't actually get to Dynamax in the Xerneas fight. Because obviously Rob should Dynamax the moment the fight starts, unless he's going to Screech. Unless he's going to Screech, actually. Screeching might be pretty useful. I'm going to leave that ball in his court. It is his destiny, he can decide it. Screech might be more useful though, actually, now that I think about it, because it's probably going to be better to get more damage on the rest of the team than the... Because, like, the damage boost from Ironhead I don't think is going to be that impactful. I think the damage boost from Ironhead into Max Steel Spikes is going to be more impactful than, like, a couple of Screeches and then Ironhead. Wow. This is just not so good lineup of items, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. That is... Fuck it, we Gamba. I'm now realizing you weren't saying that in like regards to Screech, you were saying that in regards to having the Quick Claw, in which case, yeah, fuck it, we Gamba. Let's go gambling. I'm interested to see what tomorrow's episode of Doctor Who is going to be like, because Russell T Davies actively posted a video being like, "Hi guys, it's me, Russell T Davies. There are going to be big spoilers tomorrow. Like, real fucking big spoilers. I'm the fastest in the team anyway. I didn't need the Quick Claw. I'm already the fastest here." It evolved. Hey, congratulations. But yeah, Rusty Davies actively like posted a video being like, "Hey guys, big spoilers abound for like tomorrow's episode. So like, if you don't want to get spoiled, stay off the internet." Which, you know, probably love to see it. Which, you know, I love to see. Is kinda he did it. But the only other time he did that was the final episode of the 60th specials with David Tennant and Catherine Tate. I'm dead. Goodbye. It's the same as the Focus Sash, not the Focus Band, because I could have used that. But I couldn't use the other one, because that's no when hell I was getting 100 to 0'd. Anyway, But it's fine, because Rob's going to clutch... yeah, Rob's going to clutch this. I think that I can maybe... Wait, did we lose 2 Pokemon that time? No, Cramorant's just diving. Alright, Cheer On. This is going to go really well. Everyone's going to get an attack buff, I think. I think it would have been really funny if the Quick Claw made Marit. But yeah, the only time Rusty Davies did anything like that was before like the final episode of the 60th specials, right? Which yeah, makes sense. By Generation happened in that episode. So there's clearly going to be a big character reveal that he believes is better we see unspoiled, right? Probably the reveal of Mrs. Flood and who she is. I thought you just had to walk 1,000 steps, but apparently you had to walk 1,000 steps and level it up. Indeed you do, yeah, no, it's the level up is the important part there. I guess they thought it'd be like a bit jarring if you just walked enough with it and then it slammed you into the evolution screen. Uh-oh. I didn't know that just how that happened, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, what the fuck? Uncalled for. Do not eliminate the stat changes. Do not eliminate the stat changes. Do not eliminate the stat changes. Ooh, you don't want to eliminate the stat changes. Because if it eliminates the stat changes, then I definitely do not kill it this turn. Heal or attack. Heal or attack. Heal or attack. Hey, heal! Is that full heal? It's a good portion of my health healed. Just got slapped, wet fish. It did indeed. Okay, I'm getting helping handed. Helping hand minus... Okay, I'm not sure if it's -1 or -5. But I think that might kill. It did! You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Big W. Morland Jr., you still there? You still wish to join the next round? Alright. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. What does shiny Xerneas look like? Well, you're about to see, really, aren't you? When you think about it, I'm about to show you exactly what it looks like, so I don't need to describe shiny Xerneas to you at all. Because shiny Xerneas... That's not a Xerneas! Holy shit! You love to see it! You love to see it get whacked! No, but I am actually about to show you what a shiny Xerneas looks like, you see? So I'm actually getting a double shiny this round. A shiny Xerneas looks like this. Worth a try. Like, the top of its head is, like, white. Its antlers are, like, a very, like, bright blue. And then the rest of its body is the same light blue as its horns. Anyway, let's just double check now. No, we got the green Marowak. That's what we got, is the green Marowak, which you love to see, honestly. It has been a while since I last got a shiny in Dynamax Adventures. I'm trying to figure out when it was. I think it was Absol I got last. Where's the Absol? Okay, yeah, I was thinking, is that a shiny Cubone there? But it's not a shiny Cubone. Where is the Absol? Where'd I put it? Oh no. Because I can actively check when the last shiny I got was. This means you used up your locks on Xerneas? No! Is it this one? Hey, it is. So this was the last shiny I got in Dynamax Adventures, and it was... There's no way in hell. Okay, so yeah, that's July. That is early July, that says. That was not in early July. Was it? Was it? I'm a choke, actually. Was the Machoke before? I thought the Machoke was before Absol. I remembered it being prior to Absol. We can find out, because I'll find them a choke. That's not shiny. Where is the shiny Machoke? What rock did I bury it under? Have I already missed it? Should I use the search function built into the game's PC box so I don't spend the next 2 hours looking for a Pokemon? That's a Machamp again. So I do remember getting a Machoke. And that much Rob is right. But... oh wait, no, it's here. The Machoke was... the Machoke was in 2023? Wait a second. Wait a second. Holy shit. You're like, it was a Machoke. The Machoke was like, no, the Machoke was over a year ago, actually. Holy shit. Okay, we got the code up. It's all zeros then too. I'm trying to remember when I got the shiny Necrozma. I might check my clips. My clip loadouts. Wait, no, I don't think that was clipped actually. In fact, that might have been back on just YouTube. If I'm entirely honest. If I'm entirely real and true. Yeah, I can't shake the feeling that it is. But that would have put them a choke before Necrozma. It might have been. Maybe it's one of those times you weren't in the raids. Maybe? Well, no, the Absol was definitely my most recent. I'm honestly trying to figure out if it was actually last July or not, though. Because last July seems far-fetched. Right? Blossom seems like the best bet here. Hopefully you get something better. Togetic might actually have been a better bet, but oh well. Like, to be fair, these aren't the most consistent hunts. Just because... oh my god. Okay, so there are no steel or poison types advertised. Neither of those is steel nor poison, that's a Crustle. There's a Digger's Bee. There's, a Hitmontop and a Sandaconda. This guy might have something. Okay. Items, we can go items. We might be cooked on this one, I'm going to be honest. We might be cooks. Keeping it like 100%. But, no, yeah, so Necrozma. I think it kind of been the Machoke, because I think the Machoke was my first. I think the Machoke was actually my first one. Because... Necrozma I got in maybe May or June. Along with Basculin. So then if I got Absol in July, which would have lined up because that would have been during the Xerneas hunts, Honestly, the main thing that would surprise me is if I haven't gotten a shiny in Dynamax Adventures in almost a year. Which I don't really believe. I don't believe that's going to be the case, because I've, like, done a decent chunk of Dynamax Adventures this year so far, right? Like, I've done a non-negligible amount of Dynamax Adventures this year for me to have not gotten a singular shiny in that whole time. You sure haven't? That is a fair point. That is a fair point. It's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm trying to figure out when the new... Okay, yeah, so I've gone into the new year, because that's Zelda streams. So I've done like 10-ish, which isn't, I guess, as many as I thought. Can anyone try to send gifts in Discord? It doesn't work for some reason. What do you mean it doesn't work? Someone sent a GIF in the Cahir cord. Someone died? Oh no. I've been trying to send them for a while, but none of them work. Are you sure you're not just choosing, like, bad gifts? First turn rock move, first turn rock move. You hate to see it. No, me and another guy both sending tons of gifts that worked just a while ago. Huh. Has anyone sent a GIF in the Cahir cord yet? No, not yet. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. Who I want to send the GIF. Oh wait, you know, I know who I'm going to send this GIF to. I know exactly who I'm going to send this GIF to. Oh, it just gives the link. Is that the issue you're having, Jello? It just sends the link? Like it doesn't, like, embed? Because, like, it just sent the link to Tenor. Yeah, the embed is broken. Yeah, okay. Then, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's a link, it is. Rob, click the link. Click the link, Rob. Don't read it, just click the link. One of my favorite gifts of all time, I think, that one. One of my favorite gifts of all... You sure clicked it. One of my favorite gifts of all time. No shiny Hariyama for you? Ah, did the Sammy run out? Did the Sammy run out? What I tend to do is I save before a sandwich, so then after the sandwich is over, I can just soft reset. Oh, yeah. Baby, that's what we're for. That's what it's all about. Woo! Is that your reaction to the GIF, or is that your reaction to us beating Crustle? Now, did you do Crustle because you want Crustle, or am I taking Crustle? Who's taking Crustle here? Who's taking? I had asked in my defense. That does mean we can beat Sigilif now, however. The outbreak dissipated. I mean, like, to be fair, you can also save before an outbreak. And then do the outbreak over and over again. In fact, generally what I do with outbreaks, if you... Oh my god, are you shitting me? Oh, oh, hey! Don't mind if I do. Yeah, so the shiny odds of an outbreak max out after you've knocked out 60 Pokemon in the outbreak. So if you knock out 60 Pokemon in the outbreak, then just kind of like get rid of all the then just like kind of despawn the Pokemon and then respawn them. Then you can just sit at the outbreak on the highest odds possible. But don't. Yeah, no, I'm not going to use it immediately. Do not worry, Rob. My brain has 3 cells in it. I will not use out the... What the fuck? That was a lot of damage for turn 1 on an Aurorus. Quite frustrating, really, when you think about it. Alright. Sigilif's a beast. It low-key is. Alright. 60, 90, 180. That is 140. Okay, Rock Tomb's better. You're taking it, I see. Passimian substituted, which will hopefully let it live and attack. That was a lot of damage from Body Slam. It is paralyzed now. Hopefully it does not move. Okay, no, it's not moved yet, which tells me it might be using like one of those waits until later moves. Unless it already attacked this turn. Okay, no, it used Rain Dance. Interesting. Alright. Okay, you're here to steal my kill, are you? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I am quite excited for Shell Smash Crustle. I'm gonna be honest and real. I'm gonna be honest and real. Shell Smash Crustle excites me. Alright. So we didn't lose a Pokemon to Sigilif, which is good, because it means we're still only down 1 point. Oh, it's got Flash Cannon! It does, doesn't it? I see! Well, best of luck with your Sigilif. It's even got Wonder Skin. I don't know what that does. Okay, so I'm a bit torn. Because on one hand, I think the Lanoon is probably the easiest thing to beat. But on the other hand, the Flygon has healing stuff behind it. I'm going middle, just because I think it's going to be the easiest bet, because it's a Lanoon. As long as it doesn't knock you out with, like, Crunch or something, we're chilling. Alright. Thankfully, you can just quit out of these. Unfortunately, it's a Flygon. Unfortunately, it's a Flygon. Which is kind of fortunate in a way, because if we did do the Flygon and beat it, without losing any Pokemon, we could have gotten a shiny Flygon, maybe. Maybe you could have gotten a shiny Flygon, which would have been nice, given that they're definitely going to make Mega Flygon and ZA, surely, maybe. It'll be interesting to see the crash outs. If there isn't a Mega Flygon in ZA. Because, like, I can imagine the Megas being designed and thought of, like, oh, Oh yeah, I've got body press, which is quite effective. You've got one somewhere. I don't. What's the squeaking sound? Concerning. I'm just going to pretend it was the cat.
Logo's binted.
Oh, yo! Hicka1, hello! Thank you for following! How goes it? How goes it? I hope that your week has been going well. I'm doing Dynamax Adventures today, trying to get a shiny Xerneas. Hoping to nab one before ZA, because it's probably going to get a new form. Which I think could be quite exciting. I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I hope it's not a Mega. It's been a while, it has. Are you from the tubes? Perchance? Alright. Bonk. Indeed. Alright, I'm not going to take Lanoon for obvious reasons. For apparent choices. Alright, so we're down 1 life, which could be a bit of a threat. Not confident about that, but what was it called? White Feather Crustal. Let's smash our shells. Okay, so now we're down to 2 lives, which is a bit of a threat, given that Dazzling Gleam can generally just eviscerate a Pokemon. You know? In fact, Dazzling Gleam is probably going to turn... It's probably going to turn Lanoon into a, like, mush of some kind, I think. Which, not great, to be honest. Alright, next turn I can Dynamax, which is nice. The only move that does any damage is Rock Tomb, I just realised. Because Fairy resists Bug. Okay, so, that's not what you want to see. Because once again, we are 1 Dazzling Gleam away from just losing entirely, actually. If we get hit by 1 singular Dazzling Gleam at this point, we just lose. Because that Lanoon is not living. That Lanoon is not living that attack. Okay, Max Rock Ball's going to do some good damage. How are you? I'm pretty solid, thanks. Been a chill week. Ready for the weekend and ready for the next episode of Doctor Who, which looks pretty good. Just got a shiny Marowak, actually, in Dynamax Adventures, which is exciting. Because, unless I'm forgetting about someone, I might have genuinely not got a shiny in Dynamax Adventures for a year. But a Shell Smash Crustal, that is doing no damage at all, I'm going to be honest. Does it get 2 attacks yet? Okay, the crit was unneeded, I think. The crit was, in fact, unnecessary. When you completed the Pokedex, you ended up not evolving a Bramblin and Finizen. You caught them in Terror Raids. Oh, nice, nice. Well, I guess that is pretty easy for Palafin, because Palafin can be quite annoying to evolve, given that you need to do it in a Link Room. I like that a lot of the Pokemon that you need would normally need, like, trades and stuff to do. Well. Well. How about that? How about that? Ooh. Ooh. Did I know shinies can be in Terra raids? I did. I, in fact, got a shiny Basculegion in one once. It wasn't mine. Someone came in and shared the code for their shiny Basculegion raid. But additionally, I've been trying to shiny hunt Gimmighoul in the shiny Gimmighoul raids they do periodically, but it's not successful yet. Trade by your own like this. Look. I plead whoopsie daisies. Have you considered that? Have you considered whoopsie daisies? Good. Alright. The fuck am I looking at? Mr. Mime. I was really hoping, like, any good Pokemon might have been about to be revealed. This... Oh, Vikavo's got Poison Jab. And considering this is Xerneas... And once again, I saw literally no... Okay, so that's a Wigglytuff and Boltund. Altaria Nocturne. Okay, there's a Nidoking, but Nidoking never have anything good. We could try for the Nidoking. Just for the resistance. But the Nidoking... Nidoking is not... It does not have a good moveset. It's got, like, I think maybe the punches and stomping tantrum. Which... not all that interesting of a set, I'll be honest. The problem is Wiggly is thick. No, it's fine, watch. It's fine, just... Let me do my work. Alright. Psychicked up. Expanding Force. Does that? No, Expanding Force just does more the more you use it, right? See, we're already halfway down its health, which is pretty good when you think about it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have you awakened, you foul beast? Hmm? Sorry, the cat's gotten up. Random Terraid is a 5-star from Church, and never mind it turned into Blissey. I don't think that's how that works. Alright. Almost gone. Alright. It turned on online mode and it became a fairy tale raid with Blissey. Oh, I see. Okay, that does make sense then. Alright. To be fair, I feel like Blissey's a Pokemon I could see getting a Mega in ZA. You're keeping Vikavolt, sounds good. Would not slight. It has Poison Jab, which is currently our only super effective attack for now. Which... But, I feel like people would be mad at Mega Blissey, because it probably wouldn't be that good, but... It's a Pokemon I could see getting a Mega Evolution, you know? But I hope we don't get too many Gens 1 to 4 Megas in ZA if we do get new Megas. Just because, I want to see Megas from later gens that didn't really get many Megas last time around. The egg could be carrying it around this time. I'm imagining like the egg is like a balloon strapped to it. It goes like Alolan Raichu, and it's like riding on the egg. Wait, low-key? Like, you know how like Mega Sableye, the gem gets really big? Mega Blissey, the egg gets really big and Blissey gets really small. And it like rolls around on the egg. It rolls around on top of the egg like that thing where you have to like roll on a log and stay on top of the log. Psychic really isn't doing any damage at all. Oh, but I confused it. Did I confuse it? I don't think I confused it. I think that was someone else. But, yeah, no, I hope we, focus mostly on, like, a good chunk from Gen 5, you know? A good couple from Gen 5. Just because Gen 5 only got Ordinary. Discord is back, you love to see it. Does that mean... It does. It means that Rob can now see the gift that I sent him. Whenever he opens our DMs from now on. Which you love to see. You know? Because it's quite heartwarming, really, as a GIF. I think. It's quite life-changing, in fact. Special, really, it is. It's very special. The world is full of wonders. But, I'll put you to sleep, you can't do anything. Oh no. Alright. value the resistances, I think. No one else wants it. I'll take it. Just so... we have anything we can use. I think Crocodile's... like, Crocodile's not going to be the better bet, but Crocodile's got an item lady behind it, I think. Is my thought here. Crocodile is maybe objectively the worst bet. But... okay. Mr. Bastion's yours, that's fair enough. Oh, the Blissey Raids are back, I see, that's where you encountered one. Well, have fun with your... is it... it's experience, right? That the Blissey's gave. Because they did one where you got shards, and I can't remember which one you, like, more of the shards from. And I can't remember which way around it was, if the Blissey was that one, or if the Blissey was a different one. That's fucked up. That it can just bash out, dive, and doesn't even have to charge. I'm really going to be interested to see if we win this one. Because I don't have a good gut feeling, that's for certain. But I feel like we could turn it around with, like, the power of friendship or something. You know? You feel me? You keep getting ability capsules. Look, ability capsules seem, like, pretty mid on the surface when you have, like, more than, like, 5 of them. But they sell for a lot. You get a shitload of money when you sell ability capsules. We turn it around with the power of Mr. Bashkil, and that's true and real, actually. I hadn't thought of it like that. With Mr. Bashkil on our side, we win. You already have too much money? No such thing. No such thing. When you start EV training your Pokemon, you realize you cannot have too much money. Because the drugs cost too much. Alright. We're itemless, which means we don't have any bright powder. But so I have nothing. I have nothing to use against this thing. So I'm on high horsepower. Whoa, yeah, baby. That's what I'm here for. That's what it's all about. Woo! Every time you beat a train, you're like, keep your money, you don't need it. So, like, do you have like 10 million or something? Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, that's what I was worried about happening. As it kind of comes down to it, that specific scenario was the one I was most scared of. It's not about the money, it's about robbing them. Jellu gets it. Jellu gets it. It's not like you're going to use it for anything. Well, it can be useful for buying items from Delibird presents. I think that's one of the best uses of money in the game, is buying, like, stuff from Delibird presents. for giving your Pokemon better items. And again, EV training is a very important thing for like the 7-star raids. If you don't EV train your Pokemon, you're going to have a bad time. And to EV train your Pokemon, you need stuff like protein and calcium, which cost like 9.8 thousand a pot. And you need 25 of them per like EV that you're going to train, which is 2 of them, so that's 50 in total, which is 50 times 9.8 thousand. Let's just round that up to 10k, so that's 500k. Is it? I feel like it isn't. Oh, it must be. Which, if it is, kind of accentuates my point. What the fuck's wrong with this guy? Xerneas, to be clear. Pika is absolutely fine. Not fine, in the sense they keep on getting entirely eviscerated by the Xerneas. But it's not their fault, is my point. Because what the fuck is wrong with the Xerneas? Nigh on targeting you. Did you hear that Scarlet and Violet are getting free graphic updates with the Switch 2 release? I did! I'm interested to see how some areas are going to perform on the Switch 2 hardware. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it improves the game's performance a sizable quantity. But I've seen some people being like, these just look the same, and it's like, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, they weren't gonna rebuild the games from the ground up. These are free graphic updates. Wow, Rob really must have been relying on that heal cheer, because he was like way too low on health. He was way too low on health to pull off a substitute. Okay, so if Xerneas is a categorical arsehole, then we might lose here. If Xerneas isn't, and is maybe, you know, like a vaguely kind, benevolent creature for even one turn. Hey! The mind games, yeah? Oh. You got Pokemon up to 100? Hell yeah, congratulations. Aww. If that had hit, we might have won. But now, we lose. Boo up. Alright. Let's try again. To be fair, we got dealt one of the shittest hands I've ever seen. Like, the only shitter hand I saw, like, I've seen that one we got given, was maybe, like, the last round. But even then, I feel like the last round wasn't quite as shit. Right? Wrong button. Cahir. Xerneas looks kind. It looks kind, but it isn't. It's evil. Mean. Because it killed us. All 0s and 2 as per usual. Hopefully we get any singular poison type or steel type this time. You need Nidoking nicknames? Wait, did you get a shiny? Or are you just taking the Nidoking? I'm gonna say Bob. With Brugger's wishes. Bob the Nidoking is quite iconic, I think. Just taking it? That's fair, that's fair. Alright. But, I wrote myself with my blankie, and it genuinely eviscerated any train of thought I was about to squeeze out from my brain. I just kind of like wrote myself up for a moment, because I was like, yeah. And I just don't have any thoughts anymore. If someone has 1 ground move, your team is dead. Get a flying, or get an air. Use that money to buy an air balloon. What's your favorite Kalos/Gen 6 Pokemon? That's a good one. Might genuinely just be Delphox. Like I think like Delphox is pretty iconic. I'm not sure there's anything I like more. Okay, off to a good start. Things have gotten worse immediately. It's like... It's like, what other class ones are there that I think would stick out in the way that I'd like rank them higher than Delphox, I guess is the question. Wait, what do we have here? There's a Marowak there. But there's a Weezing on the other side. I think the Weezing's going to be better to prioritize. Lipard, we shouldn't go past Lipard because it's a fucking Lipard. So. Talonflame is pretty cool, to be fair. Will not slate Talonflame. I think I like Doublade more than Aegislash. Malamar's cool, but it never particularly stunk out to me. Tyrantrum is, I think, one of the coolest fossil ones, but Aurora's not too far. Aurorus isn't. Do you mind? Aurorus isn't too far behind. Sylveon goes really hard. I love Sylveon. Goodra, I think, is a very fun pseudo-legendary. Noivern's pretty swag. You're replaying why? I see. You're looking for... Are you looking for team suggestions? Is that why? Or are you just thinking about it because you're replaying why? You replaying in prep for ZA, or are you just replaying because you felt like it? Don't know why they made Parasite Violent Arceus, even though he's going to get one shot. Probably because of the mushroom, right? Like, that fungus wants to propagate, doesn't it? I could see that being the reason. But I guess it... Whoa! I guess it didn't. Because Paris is one of the few Pokemon in Arceus that isn't in Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. Unless it is. Because there's every chance that Paris might be. Okay, so Paris is actually in the Pastoria Great Marsh after getting the National Pokedex. So I was wrong in that. Paris is in Sinnoh. There are so many good ones. I will give it that. Like, X and Y obviously has like a very minuscule amount of new Pokemon. So the amount of like cool Pokemon that are in it, we're gonna have to go Poliwrath this time, by the way, if we want Weezing. If we go with Serena, then we can't get Weezing. Glad I didn't say we could do Liepard, because we could not do Liepard. There is one way to Weezing, it's this way. Only one or two you don't actively like. Which are they? Which are the ones you don't like? There are some that I feel a bit more apathetic towards. Oh, right, yeah, Speedpar's in Gen 6. Forgot about them. I'm trying to think of one, like... Yeah, there are a couple I feel like less strongly about, but all in all, it's like a pretty solid dex. But it does make me wonder which, like, Gen 6 Pokemon will get Megas, if we do get Megas. We're gonna get new Megas in ZA. There's no way in hell we're not, though, right? Like, in what world would we not get new Megas in ZA? I don't say because I'm sure there are 1 to 3 people in the world who would ride or die for it. Felix, when have I ever cared about what other people think of a Pokemon when I slate it? Tell us. Hello, cat. Why are you falling for my attention, you small beast? Hmm? You don't want to get doxxed like me. Okay, what? Okay, let's reel back for a moment. Pardon? You want to run that one by me again? In a world that Game Freak hates us. So maybe we won't. Kidding, it's Binnacle, it's kind of ugly. Yeah, I feel like Binnacle is like a very, like, hated Pokemon. However, I am in fact the ride or... Oh, I used a Pokeball by accident. However, I am in fact the ride or die for it, Felix. I am now uploading your exact coordinates online. In r/Binnacle Lovers. And on 4chan. And in the Binnacle Lover Discord server. Missy, you scrounging? You better not be. You greedy little creature. Okay, come meet me, guys. Yo, Felix, meet and greet. Or you better get the kettle on. I'd love a cup of tea. Alright, Weezing. Do ice? No, this is the one Pokemon that is actually super effective against Xerneas. I think maybe the only... The only other poison type we've even got the poison or steel type we've even gotten a glimpse of this run. In fact, I'd say taking the Weezing over Poliwrath might be wise, given that every single one of Xerneas' moves is super effective against Poliwrath. You're unfortunately well known in the Warthog Lovers Reddit. There's a lie, there's no Discord for that disgusting creature. Dude, I'm so looking forward to Mega Watchog in Legends EA. You forgot that Gallowweezing was a poison fairy type? I love that Gallowweezing is a poison fairy type. Gallowweezing is a very good Pokemon. Once again, I'm going to be on my, like, delusional bullshit of a regional variant getting a Mega. Gallowweezing would go hard with a Mega Evolution. I'm imagining, like, they kind of, like, lock in on its factory-esque vibes. Nostalgia also plays a part, I suppose, because I don't dislike many Gen 5 Pokemon either. I feel like nostalgia tends to help out with those things. However, I don't know, I wonder if I'm too mild sometimes, because... Fucking hell. Because there's, like, no... I tend to not have that aggressive opinions about stuff, right? Like, if Slurpuff debuted in 2025, me and her would have a problem. Really? Slurpuff? If it gets a Mega, maybe. It won't look as horrific. And then it can be the forgotten middle child. Megas aren't really the elder sibling, though. Oh yeah, Hiccup, I would say, take. Yeah. Clear Smog only is a bit gnarly, though, I'll be honest. I'll be real and honest. That's a bit mean. We did get berries, though. We did get berries. You love to see it. You love to see the berries. I don't know. I think Slurpuff is, like... As someone who, for some reason, kind of skipped out on the Gen 6 nostalgia, probably because, like, Gen 6... Probably because, like, Gen 6 as a generation was one where I, like, wasn't as into Pokemon. If it gets a Mega... Oh, wait, no. Kind of toast a Hornleech, though. Just don't get hit by Hornleech. Have you considered that? Like, Aromatisse, I think is definitely the lower end for me. Slurpuff, I think, is my favorite of that group. Swirlix has good vibes. I will give it that. But I think Slurpuff is definitely the peak of those guys. It's an interesting evolution method as well, although... Wait, I forget. Okay, you only have to trade it with the Whipped Dream. I always forget that you don't need to trade Swirlix and Spritzy with each other and their held items to evolve them. Swirlix's name is doing heavy lifting for you. That's fair, that's fair. Is that why you dislike Slurpuff? Okay, so, actually, Rob, Hornleech wasn't what did it in for you. Wait a minute! You lived that? What the fuck? Crikey! Yeah, she called you a slur. Blimey. Okay, yeah, no, gonna retract my previous opinions on Slurpuff then. I didn't, blimey. Yo, we got a bot! You love to see it! You love to see the... Okay, you died that turn. I guess that was coming, but like... Oh. Okay. Which phase is that? I think that's... Yeah, no, that... Okay, we've only lost 2 Pokemon so far. We're good. We're chilling. Because Xerneas is almost dead, actually. So we're gonna win this in just a moment. I bet. Diggersby I don't mind, because rabbits are always good. That's fair. Diggersby has good vibes. I'll agree with that. Also, again, my first shiny. So I was always kind of like gonna have to like it, you know? By just lore, really. Because when you get your first shiny, you like kind of legally have to like it. Like, even if you have to slowly gaslight yourself into liking it, you know? Like, sometimes you have to like just manipulate yourself to you're like, yeah, no, I like that Pokemon, you know? There's supposedly a mass outbreak of Happini, but you can't find them. Have you considered that the Happini were the friends you made along the way? Makes sense you don't really like yours, but you see it. Which was yours? Why do you dislike yours? And have you tried gaslighting yourself? Azurill? Really? You dislike it? Like, I think, like, even, like, Marill or Azumarill have, like, pretty nice shinies. But, like, you don't have to make it a Azumarill. You can just keep it as Marill, which I think is very cute, you know? Like, I feel like you've got, like, a good subsect of shinies there. Give it to me. If you're going to be ungrateful about it. You know? You think it's lost in the void, unfortunately? Kids these days have no respect. Kids these days have no respect. SMH, my head. You hate. Okay, music. That was a bit fucked up that you just do that like that, but sure. As is the troubleshoot got a bit after, why did you let them get eviscerated? Why did you let them get like, lost? Okay. So, like, is Rob with 3 O's coming next, or what? Like, is the next person in this lobby Rob with 3 O's, or, like... You know? Because I feel like it's, gotta be Rob with 3 O's, right? It's the Wario to Rob's Mario. It low-key is. Rube is the Wario to Rob's Mario. Rube, if you're here, what are your thoughts on Watchog? You don't have to answer if you'd rather lie. But, shit, fuck, Jellison. No, Clang came right after! Ah. Issue is his belch only works when you have a berry. Which means we have to hope we get... berry! Lucky. You didn't know mid, to be honest? Well, I guess you can't be the, wait, we've got a Marowak And we've got a Nidoking on the other side. Okay, the Nidoking is not worth it. We should go Frostlass. Yeah, unfortunately, the Wario to Rob's Mario, I think would have to like Watchog. Given that Rob has his, you know, ever-burning hatred for it. Maybe it's Luigi then. Thoughts on Caesar? That's a good one. Robbie, thoughts on Caesar? Right. Banger Pokemon. Good shiny. Maybe we're just learning this is like a thing for people called like Rob. Is Watchog no bueno. Caesar bueno. We're gonna have to conduct a survey of I think all the Robs in the world. Like even like the old men who wouldn't know a Pokemon if it slapped them across the face. We like show them a picture of Watchog, like, thoughts on this guy? And then we show them a picture of Caesar. Thoughts on this guy? You know? And I bet they'd be like, what is that vile creature? What is that vile creature there? That guy, the bug, he's pretty good. We need Mod D Robbie here, we do. Alright. This Frostlass is actually going pretty well. Oh wow, it is. We've taken like no damage from it. Wait, I shouldn't have said that yet. I should not have made that opinion yet. Because I feel like this is where it does. Okay, that did do a lot of damage. You got to go, fair enough, Ruger. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Well, I guess you have a great weekend. Alright. Do I take Frostlass? Because Jellicent is, fucking dismal. I guess it depends what Frostlass has, and if Rube wants it. It has got just ice moves. It has only got ice moves. Alright, I will take Frostlass. Maybe I should have let the NPC take it, to be fair. Alright, so here we want to take Marowak, not just because there's a lady and berries, but because it has Iron Head. So it will be one of the only, like, moments, the only points we can get, like, a super effective move. Alright. I'm gonna do leftovers, I think. Oh, no shinies? Ah. Hopefully next time, eh? I'm still shocked it's been a year. It's been almost a year since I last got a shiny in Dynamax Adventures. I almost don't believe it, you know? I almost feel like maybe my Switch date was just off for a while, or something like that. Because the idea that it's been like a year since I last got a shiny, like I might genuinely go back in my Dynamax Adventures streams to check if it was genuinely a year ago that I last got a shiny. Like in Dynamax Adventures, I've gotten shinies elsewhere, but I don't know why a Beast Ball is the reward next to the Shiny Charm when you complete the Pokedex, when there aren't any Ultra Beasts in Scarlet and Violet. I think it's more towards the prestige of the Beast Ball than necessarily the use of it. Beast Balls, like, as an item, are very rare, right? So I think it's more towards the fact that they're a very, like, prestigious ball, and I think generally they're a lot of people's favorites, like, favorite ball. Partially because of the flex. Obviously, the Beast Ball is less effective against non-Ultra Beasts. Like, Ultra Beast is more effective against regular Pokemon, it's less effective against, it's worse than a Pokeball. So if you catch a Shiny in a Beast Ball, like, that's like a flex. So I think in giving you it last after you completed most of the Pokedex is like a odd way of saying you've earned this. You're good enough for this now, you know? Which I think is quite interesting at the least. Oh no, Throat Chop, you can't belch anymore. Uh-oh, the beast is back. Hi, Missy. Yeah. Just want to do it again. Ah, I see it, but I can't use it right now. What do you want, huh? Oh, I should have used Triple Axle, I would have done more. Oh well. What do you want, huh? There's a 0.1 chance to catch a non-Pokemon, so yes, worse than natural Pokeball. Yeah, exactly. On everything but Ultra Beasts. So it kind of has become a flex to Pokemon fans. If there's a shiny they really like, they'll try and catch it in the Beast Ball, just so they can be like, look! Oh wait, stop scrounging. Sorry, Missy has the lovely habit of scouting around my chair to see if I've dropped any crumbs from things I've eaten here. Because she is a gluttonous creature. Alright. I'd say you take it, Rube, just because it has Iron Head. Unless you're planning on belching with Whiscash. Okay, I'll take it then. Because it also has Screech, which is pretty useful. Right, I don't think we'll get anything else here. Hey, at least we got the healing stuff, so yeah. We're mostly at full health now. I feel like Mr. Mime is probably the better bet here, right? It's not like there are any items or anything, so I feel like Mr. Mime is going to be an easier takedown than Octillery in the grand scheme of things. Maybe I am wrong, and that was a huge mistake. But, what's your favorite non-legendary, non-mythical, non-pseudo-legendary Dragon-type Pokemon? Very niche category there. Might as well. Hydropple's pretty funny, but I'm not sure I'd count it. Charlidon and Duraludon are cool. People tend to not count them as pseudos, but I'm not sure I'd count them as the top of the list. Pokemon Dragon types. Do the old-fashioned way, you know? Right, yeah, that's the whole list. Oh, to be fair, let me just double-check there's no one I'm missing in particular. I do love Drampa, Dracozolt as well. Big Dracozolt fan. Yeah, no, big Dracozolt fan, but low-key Druddigan. I'll always remember Druddigan, because when I was young and playing Pokemon Black and White, obviously there was the Prestige. There was the Legendary Prestige. I think I probably got spoiled on it by a friend. Or at least, like, you know, expected exactly what was going to happen in the endgame of Black and White. So I knew I was going to be fighting the Xerneas and... Xerneas? Got Xerneas on the brain. I knew I was going to be fighting Insect. I went in knowing that. In fact, I went through the Black and White Elite Four without a 6th team member, because I knew how the game worked, and there was no way in hell, I was going to miss out on getting Reshiram on my team. I knew we were going to get Reshiram just before, and I don't know if a friend had told me by that point, or if I just put 2 and 2 together, because it was incredibly fucking obvious. Ouch. But, I left like a my 5th team slot empty, entirely empty, in my first playthrough of Black and White, because I wanted Reshiram on the team. I keep on calling it Xerneas. But obviously, as I feel like is very common in that fight, bonk indeed, Reshiram got fucking eviscerated by Zekrom. I feel like there's very few situations in which you win that fight with the Legendary, instead of, like, going back to your OG team to finish him off. Which, I guess, is poetic in a way. Right? But that meant that the Pokemon that I ended up killing... Zekrom with in the end was Druddigan. And that was hype as hell. I'm going to be honest, that was hype as hell. I was so excited when it was Druddigan specifically who took it out. It was so satisfying. That makes a lot of sense. It does. It's just one of those moments where, like, obviously I caught and used Druddigan because I thought it was cool, right? I caught it and used it because I thought, like, oh, Dragony guy? This guy's sick, right? I stand by it. I know that a lot of people dislike Druddigan, but I quite like Druddigan. I'll have to use it again at some point, because it's been a while since I last used one. I think it's got cool vibes, despite all the hate it gets. And just the fact that it ended up being like the Dragon Killer. Okay, I guess that should have been expected, especially a Poliwrath, but like it's still painful, I'm gonna be honest. Is that defense? It's defense. Hopefully it starts giving me the chance to survive the Horn Leech I'm going to get smacked with at some point. Probably not, actually, now that I look at my health. Why'd I say health? Why'd I say health? I don't know why I said it like that, you know? Anyway. Alright, thankfully it used it on the worst target for that move. Yours, Noivern, and Haxorus. That's fair, that's fair. Those are the classics. I think it's interesting because you can kind of tell when Pokemon were like, what if we started making more dragon types that you could get a bit earlier in the game for fans to be like, wow, over. And I feel like Haxorus and Noivern are very much in that category. Is that one in Gen 7? Not 100% sure. I guess I can check because I still have the list open. Not like outside of Turf, Nature, and Drampa, which I wouldn't really count under that category, honestly. I guess you could say Nagana to Elbert Lake, that was, yeah. Other than that, I'd say Duraludon is very much in that category. Tatsugiri and Sylazar aren't, I'd say. Tatsugiri and Sylazar, I'd say, probably aren't in that category. It is crazy how out of the way Droopy is, to be fair. But, oh no, I'm gonna die! Oh. I don't think that's it end. That's it. I don't think that's it over, but it is annoying that I don't get another turn. Yeah, we've got 2 deaths left, so as long as it doesn't kill 2 people in one turn, which it won't, it'll only kill 1 person in 1 turn. So, you guys got to make sure it dies this turn now, just in case, actually, because, like, yeah. Well, Robert's probably in the best position to not die next turn, but I guess you guys better hope he doesn't. It's fine, because I'm gonna, the cheer that I'm gonna do here, is gonna heal everyone up. It's gonna heal okay, so that was like a moot point. What's next, buddy? What's next, Buster? Yo, how much health is that, Rob? How much health are you left with there? This better hit. This better hit. This better hit. Hey! You love to see it. You love to see it. You lived on 4, hell yeah. Narrowly avoided. Narrowly avoided. Blimey. You're like 23. Yeah. Bit hairy at the end there, but we clutched it, we clutched it. You love to see it, you love to see it. Alright. Let's see if we are rewarded for our efforts. Let's see if I've got the second shiny Marowak of today's stream. I think it'd be funny if Rob did get a shiny Marowak, honestly. I can say that because it could be either of them who get it. Alright. I think this is going to be the last one of the night, probably. But that's alright. Because we're going to get the shiny. You know? It'd be a good bookend to get the shiny on the final one, you know. So, I think we kind of got to now, you know. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Alright, let's lock in. I'll wait for just another moment in case anybody else does stop by. So I don't want to repeat of the situation earlier with Moorland, where I locked in, went go, and then their message popped up in chat immediately after. Hello, you're awake. Hello, Dorsal Fin One. How goes it? Good morning. Question mark? Wow, this is absolutely fucking dismal. Wait, was Finn brought up earlier, or am I... Oh no, yeah, Finn was brought up earlier because there was a hype train at the beginning of the stream. It didn't pass level 1, unfortunately. Okay, there's an Alolan Marowak there. There's a poison type to the left. I'm not sure we can get across to the poison type. Oh wait, no, we can have a cake and eat it too. Okay, so if we go through Marowak, all Marowaks have Iron Head. So if we go through Marowak, then we can go left to the poison type. Alright, yeah, my apologies, Finn. Oh, look, it's Pioneer. Penny's sister. That was, like, such an insane reveal, is that Pioneer and Penny are related. I will not get over that. I guess Pioneer has, like, pinkish hair, which... genuinely not worth... me. Dynamaxing. I'm just gonna fake tears on it, I think. Okay. Not useful. SFA guy, hello, how goes it? I hope that your week has been going well so far. Alright. You've both arrived just in time, actually, because this will probably be our final Dynamax adventure of the stream. The issue is his light screen's going to do absolutely jack shit against a Marowak. Time for Big Frog. Let's go, Big Frog. Me when I'm in a Big Frog competition. Big Frog was unnecessary. Hate to say it, Big Frog was a little unneeded. But, it is what it is. Doesn't matter, Big Frog. That's fair, that's fair. Alright. Who wants Marowak? Because it's got Iron Head. Which means it could be useful in the coming fight. It's better than the other Marowak, really. In the grand scheme of things. But I'm aware that Rube has a choke, so Rube might want to take it just for safer keeping. Okay, no, I'll grab Marowak. Right, then if we go by the thingy, then we can get to Garbodor. If we go by Gorgeist, we can get to Garbodor. You keep coaching, then get poisoned. Sounds good to me. Alright. Alright. I hope you get Shiny Gorgeist. I would not be opposed to that. Problem, I nerf you. That is a good point. That won't be a big threat in the Xerneas fight itself, though, I'd say is worth considering. Like, it'll be a bit of a thorn in our side. You know, it'll be a bit of a thorn in our side in this fight specifically, and maybe the Garbodor fight. But, like, in the long term, it's not going to matter. In fact, I have Shadow Bone as well, which I can use. So it's not really a big deal. It's not like I get fucked up with anything else, so.
Scary face, so I guess it is quite scary, isn't it, you know? I guess that's kind of accurate, is that its face is a bit scary.
And I'm not talking about the pumpkin face, obviously, I'm talking about the big face. Its main face, sorry. Sun and Moon is such a good soundtrack. I do hope we get a Legends game in Alola soon. I feel like it's probably going to be Gen 11 rather than Gen 10. I feel like there's going to be any gen. You know. We're looking more to the future than to the present. Just because... I don't know, I'm low-key still expecting Black and White remakes from Gen 10, and here's why. We got Gen 1 remakes in Gen 3, but then we got Gen 2 remakes in Gen 4. Then we got Gen 3 remakes in Gen 6. And then we got Gen 4 remakes in Gen 8. I don't really know what Marowak is. You know? Like, I think there are a lot of good Pokemon designs in the modern day. But I feel like a lot of the older Pokemon were just, like, things. Nondescript things. Like, what is a Marowak? What is a Cubone? They're not really anything specific more than what they are. Like Nidorans, I feel like fall into the same category. Because they're like clearly a rodent of some kind. I think. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that I'm not like a newer design hater. I think that there are a lot of really good new Pokemon designs. But I do think it'd be cool if we saw more of the odd little creatures that Pokemon were back in the early gens. Rob is dwelling on this. He is thinking about it. He thought about it. He traded it. Shit. Just in time for Garbodor. Does that, like, Strudel fit a little in there? The Strudel is quite explicitly a shrew, though, I think. Like, I don't know why it evolves into Grafaiai, I'll give you that. Why does the shrew evolve into an Ii? Got a plan? Oh shit. He's a weird shrew, though, you know? Maybe he has a plan. I still feel like it's pretty, like, identifiable as a shrew once you know its name, though, you know? Like... The animal leader and Kangaskhan and Cubone, etc. based on went extinct in 1998. That's why we can't tell. Oh, of course. How could I have misunderstood this? That makes a lot of sense. Doesn't Garbodor's max move poison at all? Just gonna throw that one out there. Okay, you know what? There is a Pokemon that fits into this category that I have forgotten about, that I haven't mentioned, but I think it would be fair to. Toxicity and Toxel. They're kind of amphibious, vaguely. So there probably are a few more Pokemon that I'd say maybe fit into the category more than I say they do, you know? Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. But and they didn't have cameras back then, I think. Oh no, yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Alright, I am poisoned, but we beat it without everyone getting poisoned, so that's good. Or did someone else get poisoned and I didn't realise, because I was too busy looking at the Pokedex to try and figure out. Strudel is pretty fucked up little guy, I'll give you that. Now to put your plan into action. Oh no. Do you want to take that? No. Me being poisoned I think is less of a, like, you should take Garbodor. It is no biggie. I think Garbodor is more important. No, I think not having Machoke is more important, sorry, is what I meant. Because Machoke could be in for, like, multiple easy KOs if he gets hit with Moonblast and Dazzling multiple times. Yeah, I think in the grand scheme, Toxicity is definitely the thing that fits into the category the most. There are some others that, like, you could argue do, but I think Toxicity is, like, the main perpetrator. What is going on there? Like, am I being cursed or what? Oh! How'd your plan go, Rob? Just out of interest. Oh, you were gonna neutralize its fairy aura with Worry Seed, but then you got one shot. Oh, I forgot I Dynamax. You know, I'll probably live to the end of the max before I die of poison. Maybe. Never mind, I'm not poisoned anymore! Hey! Uh-oh. Hey! You cured me! Your death might just help prevent another. Alright. Not sure we're going to take this thing out in... Yeah, I don't think we can take it out next turn is the one worry.
Alright. Hey, there we go. Rob's plans worked, which means my and Garbodor and Robbie's attacks will do more. What's your favorite Minecraft wood? Spruce. I feel like spruce is a basic answer, but it just low-key is the best. Like, I feel like spruce has a place in most builds, right? Spruce works well with stone, it works well with deep slate, and those are like the two main things, you know? Not me, not me, not me. No, I knew it was gonna be me. How are we doing? We're fine. I don't know, like it's just the wood type of building is the issue. Uh-oh. One dazzling and it's over, so come on, heal them, heal them, heal them, no! Oh, we might be cooked. Oh, we might be cooked. Okay, it's wasted one attack. And it's used Moonblast on Garbodor! Okay, we're fine. If it had done anything else there, we might have been fucked, I'm gonna be honest. But because it did that maneuver specifically... we won. Like, if it had dazzlinged, we would have been doomed. If it had attacked Lycanroc and Golgeist, we would have been doomed. However, it really needed to use Ingrain, I guess. It was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die, I better use Ingrain. Idiot, but yeah, exactly. I think that was one of the worst plays I've seen from Xerneas before. And it's because it was the shiny and it wanted to make sure I caught it. Did you think of that? I did. Just now. So obviously, Xerneas is not shiny at all. It was in fact a regular Xerneas. It was just really dumb. Yeah, I forgot it's not Halloween. Yeah, no, unfortunately not. Let me know when it is, though, so I can do my yearly rewatch of Over the Garden Wall. You know? Because it is nearing that time. Because it's May. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to end off there. Thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly have thoroughly enjoyed doing a bit of Dynamax Adventures. I'll be live again on Monday, where I'll be continuing on with the Minccino Shiny Hunt, the endless Minccino Hunt. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your days, a great rest of your weekends. I'll be streaming Genshin tomorrow if you are interested in that. I stream over on Cahir is here on Twitch. So if you have any interest in Genshin, I'd recommend checking it out. But yeah, thank you for coming. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you all on Monday. Goodbye and good night.